This video is to help you go over the notes that you've been using in the last few years. We're going to concentrate on strings 1, 2 and 3 on the guitar so that you can get familiar with those notes again, and when we start using them in tunes you'll know exactly where you're heading for. The pattern we're going to play to do this is called a chromatic scale. Now, a chromatic scale is when you play all of the normal notes, the natural notes, G, A, B, C, D, and the sharp notes in between. Now, if you remember, a sharp is the note with one fret added. So, G is string 3, add 1 fret, you've got G sharp, string 3 fret 1. A, string 3 fret 2, A sharp, string 3 fret 3. So I would like you to play me G, G sharp, A sharp. The rhythm we're going to play on each note is caterpillar, caterpillar, like that. So here we go, have those 3 notes ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. G sharp and A sharp. Now if you notice, I'm using finger 1 on fret 1, finger 2 on fret 2 and finger 3 on fret 3. That's what I'd like you to try to do. Let's do that once again. Make sure that you're using the right fingers on the right frets. 1, 2, 3, 4. G, G sharp, A and A sharp. Now we're moving on to string 2. You've got B, no frets, C, fret 1, C sharp, fret 2, D, fret 3 and D sharp, fret 4. This will be using finger 4. That's your little finger. It's probably not as strong as the others, but keep using it because that will exercise it and it will get strong. Again, we're going to do caterpillar on each note. So together, 1, 2, 3, 4. Caterpillar, C, C sharp, D, D sharp. Let's do that second string one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, B, C, C sharp, D and D sharp. Were you using the right thing? Let's start from string 3 and add string 2 to it. So we will be going G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp. All of those notes. Caterpillar on each note. 1, 2, 3, 4. G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D and D sharp. Now we're going to go on to string 1. You've got E, no frets, F, fret 1, F sharp, fret 2 and high G, fret 3. That's as far as we're going. We're not going to add high G sharp to that. Caterpillar on each note, again, apart from the high G. This is what I'd like you to play on high G. Spider. So, E, caterpillar, F, F sharp and high G, spider. Let's just do that string 1 pattern once again. 1, 2, 3, starting on E. E, F, F sharp and G. Now let's add all those 3 strings together. We're going to start on the low G, work our way up to the high G. The last high G, we're just going to play 2 notes. The rhythm spider, the rest of them go caterpillar. Ready? Starting on G. 1, 2, 3, 4. G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, and G. You might notice that there's a finger pattern there. Often when we're playing chromatic scales, it's useful to think about the finger pattern. And with the G chromatic scale, I often think 3, 4, 3, because you're playing 3 fingers on the G string, 4 fingers on the B string, and then 3 fingers again on the E string. So you can think 3, 4, 3, and that can help you remember it. On the way down, because scales go down as well as coming up, we're going to do caterpillar on every note, apart from the last one again, spider, and it will be the low G that does that this time instead of the high G. And this time, just to make it a little bit more confusing, we're going to think about flat names instead of sharp names for notes. Now, flat is the opposite to a sharp. So where you add 1 fret to make a note sharp, you take away 1 fret to make a note flat. So G, high G, string 1 fret 3, if you take away 1 fret, you have G flat. It happens to be the same note as F sharp. It's just spelling. Usually, when notes are going upwards, we will call them sharp notes. When sequences of notes are going downwards, very often we will call them flat notes. So on the way down, I'm going to call these notes G, G flat, F, E, E flat, D, D flat, C, B, B flat, A flat, and G. You might notice that E flat is string 2 fret 4. Obviously you can't take 1 fret away from an open string, so string 2 fret 5 is the same note as the open string. You take 1 fret away from that, it ends up as string 2 fret 4. The same thing happens with the B flat. You can't take a fret away from the open string. String 3 fret 4 is the same note as the open B string. You take 1 fret away from that. If you remember that pattern, 3, 4, 3, it works just as well. So 3 fingers on string 1, 4 fingers on string 2, and 3 fingers again on string 3. Let's try that scale going down then. We're starting on the high G and we're going to go backwards. So it will go fingers 3, 2, 1, high G, G flat, and F. Don't forget the open strings, and we are doing caterpillar on each note. 1, 2, 3, 4. High G, G flat, F, E, E flat, D, D flat, C, B, B flat, A flat, and G. Spider on the last note. Let's do that scale going upwards and then downwards. Caterpillar on every note until you get to high G and you go spider, and then you start again on high G, caterpillar, going backwards, getting to the bottom note, spider on the bottom note, starting on G. 1, 2, 3, 4. G, G sharp, can get louder the higher the notes get. So start off quietly and crescendo. And then on the way down, start loudly and gradually get quieter with each note. I'm not going to say the notes this time, so let's see if we can do that together. After 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.